Eric Mwathe@mwathe.com. In this video, let's take a look at how we can use one stock's technical analysis visual appearance to try and determine how a sector might perform. So here is SA. Of course, it is a mining stock in the metals gold sector area. And here we are looking at the stock right now. Looks like on a weekly chart, it is failing to hold above the prior weekly closing high there. So the breakout right now is in question, and the level to watch there is 14.33, which happens to be this close right here. So the stock does need to defend and stay above that level. Otherwise, this might turn out to be a bearish setup. If this one is not behaving well, it might suggest that instruments like the GDX, the mining ETF, or even the GLD might also be in trouble. So I think I can use this personally to see whether gold has momentum. Otherwise, a failed breakout in one of the stocks might suggest that the sector is also eventually going to roll over. Now take a look also right now, based on the current chart, we are seeing an improvement in price highs on the weekly, but it is coming with negative divergence in that the RSI has failed to make a higher high. And also this happens to be rejection as the stock tried to move above 69.1 on its weekly. So price highs, but we see here that we have the RSI making a lower low or a lower high, and we can see that it has also been rejected as it tried to climb above 69.1. There's also something on the monthly chart, and this is a 3-year monthly, which also happens to show that we have the same previous monthly closing high. It so happens to be at 14.33. So failure to hold above 14.33 would suggest that this monthly breakout is now in question. Otherwise, if the stock can maintain levels above 14.33, then we can see that the monthly breakout is good. Otherwise, drifting below 14.33 might suggest a failed breakout and a chance here that we might see lower prices. Now on this chart, what I want to discuss also is the idea that we are coming back and potentially, especially with a failed breakout, if the RSI forms a double top on the monthly RSI, keep in mind that this resistance is gonna be, if it does show resistance with a double top, is gonna be at about 61.8 on the monthly chart. That might be a major red flag. So watch for that, because that again might turn out to be a major red flag. So let's watch for that. Otherwise, as long as the stock is holding above 14.33, there's a chance that it does well, and failure to hold above 14.33 might suggest that this is going to turn into a major red flag, suggesting now to expect lower prices. Now if you take a look at the all data on the monthly, and here we have all monthly data, if we draw that line at about 61.8 on its monthly chart, you'll see that what's going to develop here is a line right about right here, right there, and you can see that this also corresponds with a prior serious break here in 08. So it corresponds to the break in the RSI somewhere here before this major plunge in sometime here in 2008. Now take a look at every time we come to this level and show resistance, this has led to some type of a correction in the stock. Again, we hit that level here for the highs there. We had a correction. In fact, we've never been back to those highs since then. And here we can also see that there was evidence of a double top right there, which corresponds with the break of these highs here. And of course, we've been down since then. So what I'm saying here is that we can watch this stock if it fails to break out, and more so if it forms this double top on its monthly chart. It might be suggesting that we can all start anticipating a major correction in the metals sector of the market. So watch this. If this is confirmed as a double top, I would be very careful here, because it might suggest that all these commodity trades and I'm just going to show you the chart for the GLD. So right now GLD trading at about 128, and the GDX trading at about 30.4. If SA does confirm that double top on its monthly chart, what that does suggest is that all those ETFs are gonna be in serious trouble. Eric Muathed, muathed.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. ESCS.